Yo, 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 yo. I know it's been a while. I know it's been a while. I've been sick, y'all. The vid has been down for a minute. I kind of fell to my own sickness for a little while. I'm back. I'm chilling. I'm healthy. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. And I'm back with this episode. I had to come, feeling good or not, headache or not, I had to come on here and talk to y'all about last night. Yo, was Embiid to y'all looking like he was, I don't know, let's say like he had bouts and spurts of like speed, but he was, you know, just not doing it the whole game. Like, he's ramping up. Yeah, I get that. But man, I think he's trying to be like, look here, y'all, I'm back, but I'm only like 88%. You know, like making everybody feel like, oh, I can guard him, but they can't. They know they can't. It's no, it's not gonna happen. Embiid is almost unguardable, in my opinion. Oh, use my cat, so I can say it's my opinion. It's my opinion. Who can guard Embiid? Tell me. Tell me who. Not Al Horford, not Gafford, not Jokic. Nobody can really guard him on their own. I mean, Williams tried to last night. Poor guy. He got thrown back into the 80s. He was. Embiid got called for a couple of charges, but he was letting everybody know, look, I pull out my cape when I need to. And they pulled out the win, so we're on a two-game win streak, which is great. Um, this has been a tough season for our Sixers, bro. I mean, what more can you say? But we had a whole lot of injuries. We had like 8 players down at one point in time. I mean, it was tough. I mean, Nick would come out and try to play a little bit in the game. He was questionable. He came out. I mean, we haven't seen Robert Covington play. D'Anthony Melton came and played a game, and he was back down. Like, it was really tough. Tobias was down. Uh, man, it's been hectic to watch, but of course, all eyes still on the squad. Maxi, get better soon, bud. I'm pretty sure he's just taking precautions and getting ramped up to rev into that playoff uh, run. He's been in the playoffs every single season of his career, so he's a little versed in what his conditioning should be going into the season of playoffs this year. He always seems like a different player to me in the playoffs. Like, his leveling just goes up just enough to be noticeable, in my opinion. His defense goes up. So I'm very, 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 very interested in seeing him in the playoffs this season. Will we be in the play-in tournament? I don't know. I'm gonna say no. I think we're gonna make it up to that sixth spot. We're on a two-game win streak right now. New York lost. Um, let's see. Who else lost? Miami lost. I mean, not Miami. Milwaukee. Milwaukee lost a game last night or the night before. Um, but I'm not really thinking about Milwaukee. I'm thinking about like the bottom tier teams, like Miami and who is that? I had all this in my head. Still tripping from this headache, but I had it in my head, ready to talk to y'all about this. Been wanting to get on for quite some time, but I just didn't sound like myself, nor did I feel like myself. So I appreciate the listeners still out there waiting for me to drop another podcast. I appreciate you. So I'm gonna start with Knicks, Indiana, Miami, Chicago, Atlanta. Those teams are pretty much Orlando might be in that too. Orlando should be in that. They got 44 wins. They're tied with the Knicks right now. Knicks are on a 3-game slide. Orlando's on a 2-game win streak, so is Indiana. 3-game win streak for Miami. So let's say we win the next what game? How many games? The 6th game. Um, that'll put us at 47 and 35. Um, now you have to think about it. Now these teams, Miami has to lose. Indiana has to lose. The Knicks are in 5th spot. They can drop or they can swap. They can swap with Indiana and drop down. Either one of the two teams. If we want to get to the 6th team, so we don't have to be in the play-in, I think we could do that. Honestly, we play Miami tomorrow, I believe. I think it's tomorrow we play Miami. Oh no, wait a minute, that's Saturday. Might be Saturday. Saturday and Sunday we have a game, back-to-back games. Chicago is about 5 games behind us. So I'm not really looking to Chicago. I'm really hoping that Miami continues to stay in that 7th spot, and my Indiana starts dropping, New York starts dropping. More or less, we need to win. We can't lose one more game if we're going to make it into the playoffs, like into the stuck 1 through 6 games. Teams 1 through 16 are stuck in those positions. I really don't want to go into the play-in. Chicago, Atlanta, Miami, they don't faze me as far as thinking that we can lose. I just don't want to. How can I put this? Like, okay, you know how the play-in goes. You know, you play depending on what number you are, but okay, right now we're in number 8. We play number 7. And if we win, then we go to the 7th spot. If we lose, we play the loser of, or I'm sorry, the winner of the 9th and 10th squad. So we're either going to be 7th or 8th, whether when we go into the play-in. But I really don't want to be there, honestly. I think we're good enough to continue to win, stay on a win streak, and hit that 6th spot. Yeah, it's not home court advantage or anything like that, and no, I'm not nervous about Boston. I'm not nervous about Milwaukee. I just think that us being in the 6th spot will put us on a certain bracket to see Cleveland, and Gerald Allen is not gonna see Embiid for real. Nor is Mobley gonna see Embiid. They're both really good basketball players, yeah, no doubt. But they're scrawny. They don't have that weight. I heard that Embiid lost like 20 pounds, so he's solid muscle right now. And I think Cleveland would be a phenomenal matchup for us to get into the second round. From that second round, I believe we would go against the 1 and 2 team, number 1 and number 2. Oh, wait, that would be the winner of the first round, the winner of the 1 and 8, or the winner of the 2 and 7. Either way, we're gonna see Milwaukee or Boston if they win in the second round. Let's see, 3 and 4, or 4 and 5 will see each other. So I think 3 and 6 will be at top. 4 and 5 will be with Boston. Okay, so look, they have a playoff picture. Hold up, let me click on the playoff picture, because I'm just sounding crazy, and it might be my trophy, y'all. Excuse me, but I had to get on here and talk to you. I had to say how I feel about last night's game. I think it was so awesome. Kelly Oubre Jr., man, he is a dog, for real. I think that he's going to get a bag, and I hope Philly gives it to him. I hope Philly gives him a bag. But I got to think about, too, Maxi's due for a super max, for real. He's due for a max. So, I mean, man, I hope they give that to Kelly Oubre for sure. Will they give it to Kyle Lowry? Will they give it to Kyle Lowry? They might give him a veteran minimum. You know, will they sign back Cameron? They might. I don't think they'll sign Cameron back. He's playing great. Don't get me wrong. Um, Buddy Hield, they may. I don't really see that. There's going to be a lot of free agency um, players out here next season. I mean, Paul George for one. Paul George is probably somebody that Morey is looking to get. I think he would fit tremendously with Joel Embiid, and that would be a championship team. This year, every year I think we're gonna get a championship. Like going to the playoffs, I'm always like, yeah, we're winning this year. Every year I say it. I say it every year. So I'm not gonna say that he isn't gonna come here and make the team better because he will. It's what we're gonna have to give up to get that. Tobias is also on his last year. So will they give him a veteran minimum? I think they will. I think Tobias is comfortable in Philly. I think that, he laid roots in Philly. You know what I'm saying? His wife, his dog, his family. I think he will take a veteran minimum. He got 180 mil for 5 years. I mean, taking 15 million for the next 2 years, 20 million for the next 2 years would be something that I think he would take, and I would like for him to take that because he's a great player to me. I know all y'all are like, man, why? Because I like Tobias. Okay, I've been to Tobias' team before he even came on Philly squad, so I like Tobias. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He has those shooting slumps like all shooters do. So, I mean, get off it. Get off it. Get off it. Need to cut it for sure. Just cut it. Deanie Anthony Melton, we offered him a 2 years, so I think he has another year in his contract. Let's see. Ricky Council, I hope he comes back. I know he's on a rookie contract or whatever, but I hope he is allowed to get the CT in the playoffs. I think that'll do tremendous things to his game to see that type of action. Mobamba, I got on him in the first half of the season. I was on him like steak on crap. I couldn't see where he was fitting in because he was playing like garbage. But the more he got involved, the more PT he had, the better he started getting. Yeah, he may not have got like the 4 points, 6 rebounds, or whatever, a couple of blocks. But that's what we need. He's there when we need him. We need him to block that ball. He's blocking it. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. And I like that. I think that he continues to thrive. So, I'll be the first one to say my bad, Mo Bamba. I just didn't see you. I just didn't see you fitting in the way you were playing. But you stepped it up, and my hat's off to you. Okay, it's off to you. I appreciate you grinding. I appreciate that you're trying to do what you can do, and you continue to do more. You've hit some great threes. You did some great defensive plays. Keep it up. Keep it up. Do I think they're going to sign him again? I don't know. I think there's going to be some great free agent centers out there. That's going to be my next podcast. I'll try to do that tomorrow. I think that's going to be phenomenal, and I'm here for it. I think the next season free agency is going to shake up the whole entire freaking NBA. It's going to shake it up hard, and that's good. That's good. Okay, so this playoff schedule we have here. Let's see. So the first and the 8th seed and the 4th and the 5th seed are on the same bracket, kind of, sort of, whatever you want to call that. And the 2nd and the 7th and the 6th and the 3rd are together. So if we get that 6th spot, we play Cleveland. When we whoop their tail, we will play either Milwaukee or whoever. Um, I think that's a better. I think that's a better position for us. Um, I can sit here and say, I'm not afraid about the matchups, and I do, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the matchups. I think it's just better. We only have 6 games in the regular season, and Joel is ramping up. Maxie is trying to ramp up. Robert Covington's defense is going to be well needed in the playoffs. I really hope he can play. D'Anthony also is ramping up. So let's get these players out there for their defense. Let's see what type of time PT they're gonna get. I think Buddy Hield has been doing a really good job of guarding his opponent, and that's great. That's really good to see. Earlier in his career, defense was not on his mind, but I think coming to Philly, because I really didn't watch him in Sacramento, really watch him a lot in Indiana. Um, but in Philly, of course, I'm seeing him a lot, and I just see a difference in him from what I've seen. That's great. That is fantastic. So yeah, I want to get to that 6 seed. Um, because I don't think we're gonna have a problem. I mean, I'm not gonna say a problem because the Cavaliers are good, but I think it's gonna show a lot of uh, it's gonna show a lot of grit to go against the Cavaliers, and that's what I think needs to come out of this team right now. Going against Milwaukee, we're not impressed by Milwaukee either. Um, Dame time, they got some expectations to go to. Um, I don't really trip about that franchise nor any other franchise, but I think that if we play them in the first round, they're gonna lose, and they're gonna wonder if bringing Damian to Milwaukee was the best answer. And I like Damian Lillard, and I like Giannis. I don't think they need that kind of stress. I really don't care because I want to win, so it doesn't matter. We're going to beat them in the second round anyway. So, yeah, I think that's the tier that we're gonna get on, whether we play in the play-in or we don't. I think that's the tier that is gonna happen. We're gonna go up against Milwaukee, either way it goes. Um, right now, if we are in the play-in, we play against Miami, and yeah, if we're playing against Miami, we win that game, we go right into the 7th spot. So, I mean, how much of a hurt would it be? You know how Jimmy Butler is. Jimmy Butler is he's cut from a different cloth, man. And when it comes down to crunch time, it's he is beatable, but it's difficult in the playoffs. It really is. You've seen him come from the 8th spot last season, went all the way to the finals. I mean, so, whoo, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. The West Side is gonna be something else too, because right now they got uh the Warriors playing against the ninth place Lakers. It's gonna be fun to see them both in the playoffs. But if they play against each other in the play-in, then somebody gotta go home, go golf, go fish, go something. And the Warriors, I think they're like on a 6, 7 game win streak right now. Let's check that out. I want to say they're like in a 6 or 7 game win streak, and they're on a 5 game win streak. The Lakers are on a 2 game win streak. Um, it's very doable that the Lakers can go into the 8th spot. Phoenix can drop down. Phoenix or Sacramento can drop down to the 9th spot. And you know what? Golden State beat either one of those. Beat either one of them. So that's what I got to say about that. So, about last night, Joel Embiid, he played like 30 minutes. He was supposed to only play like 24, but he looked good. I don't think that brace is gonna last very long. I think he's gonna throw that to the hardwood in a minute. They looked really good. They passed the ball a lot. I really enjoyed that aspect of the ball. They were throwing it into Joel, but he'll throw it to this person, they'll throw it back to this person and get back to Joel. Like it was really smooth at times, and that was impressive. I like that. I can't wait to see them tomorrow night. Or let's go see. Let's see who we play. I know I don't have my stuff together today, y'all, but I told you I have been feeling good. Get off my back. Get off my back. Yeah, we play Miami tomorrow, and it's on the League Pass. So this is going to be a must-win game. If let's say we don't beat Miami, guess what that's gonna do? They're already in the seventh spot. We don't beat them. It's man, it's gonna be it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be real difficult. We need to beat them so that we can get our 42nd win. We'll be two games in the loss column behind them, so they'll still have that seventh spot. But Miami plays who they play after us. Let's check that out. Okay, Miami. They have back-to-back games. They do. They play the Rockets. Okay, so the Rockets aren't a pushover. The Rockets could beat them. They beat them, then we got that seventh spot. Our next two games after them would be against the Grizzlies, and the Spurs. They're two under 500 teams, but you cannot and you should not say, "Oh, these are going to be easy wins," because no team in the NBA is ever an easy win on any given night. I don't care how many players you got down. There's a 15-man roster with G League players ready to fill in those spots need be. And at any given time, you give somebody an opportunity to go out there and show themselves in the NBA level, trust and believe they're going to do so. Trust and believe they're going to do so. And they're going to wreck shop. So, look at Spencer Dinwiddie. Look at Seth Curry. These players, undrafted, go to the G League, come out, get an opportunity, and they're fixtures right now in the NBA. So, you can't say, "Oh, the Grizzlies and the San Antonio Spurs are going to be easy score games." No. You can't do that. That's going to hurt you. Thinking like that is going to hurt you bad. So, we also play the Pistons. So, we got a pretty lackadaisical roster up until Orlando. Our last game. Oh no, this was the last game. Then we play the Nets after Orlando. So that's our last game, the Nets game, an afternoon game on a Sunday. At home, our division rivals, Brooklyn Nets. They're not even going to be in nowhere near smelling the playoffs. Period. So they could put, like, hey, we ain't got nothing to lose. Let's go out there and let's foul whoever we need to foul. Let's, put our weight on it. They got Mikal Bridges, man. That man is. I'm not saying that all the other players aren't good, but woo, that man is on fire. I wish we would have kept him. But again, the Simmons effect. We didn't keep him because of Ben Simmons. He was in, that type of forward point guard type of situation, and it just hurts my feelings. How many players we gonna pass up on? Jason Tatum, Mikal Bridges, like, mm, 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 mm. Anywho, so yeah, our schedule besides Orlando, they're over 500. That's the only team that's over 500 that we're playing. Besides tomorrow's game with Magic, but not Magic, the Heat. So we could potentially win the rest of these games, and then what? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. 6 games. 6 games that we have to play. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 games. I had to double check that because my screen was acting weird. 6 games. 6 games, y'all. We could go. We can be 8 games going into the playoffs. 8 game streak going into the playoffs. Good streak going, and that could potentially put us in the sixth spot. Who are the Knicks in Indiana playing? Do they play? Let me see. Why is my screen doing this? Making me crazy on here. Okay, so the Pacers play the Nets tonight. I'll most likely be watching that game. Um, so the Nets beat them. That's helpful. Who else we need help by? Who else needs to be helpful to us? Um, the Cavaliers play the Suns. Cavaliers pretty much got the third place lock, so I'm not even gonna go there. Um, the Kings play the Knicks. That is gonna be a really good game tomorrow. At the same time as the Sixers game, so I'll be looking at those stats while I'm watching the game and see what's up with that. If the Kings beat the Knicks, that's extremely helpful to us. Extremely helpful. Next Friday. Let's see who it is. The Pacers play the Thunder. That could definitely be helpful. And let's see. Miami plays the Rockets. Yeah, like I said earlier, they could stand to lose that game. The Bulls play the Knicks at Chicago. Chicago, gotta cheer for you that game. Hopefully you can do something with it. Let's see. The Cavaliers, like I said, they're stuck. I'm not even gonna waste my breath talking about that. On Sunday. The Pacers play the Heat. That's gonna be a game right there. That's probably gonna be the game that decides whether they're in 7th spot or 8th spot or the 9th spot. Honestly, because I think the Pacers are in the 6th spot right now. So if Miami were to beat them, that would drop them down to the 7th or 8th spot as we keep going up into that 7th, 6th spot. That I don't know who I want to lose. I think I want the Pacers to lose. When we beat Miami tomorrow, that's gonna tell a lot. And then they could beat the Pacers, and that could slide us right there in that 6th spot. Who else needs to go ahead and get this dub? The Bucks and the Knicks at Milwaukee. Oh man, if Milwaukee gets that, and that could knock the Knicks right down to 7th or 8th. That could be helpful as well. This is on Sunday. I'm still on Sunday. Okay, let's go on to Monday. There's no game. Tuesday. The Pacers play the Raptors. Okay, so you know what? The Miami Heat does have to beat the Pacers because the Pacers are probably going to destroy the Raptors. I still cheer for you, go Canadians. They're completely out of the playoffs. They're probably not going to play as hard. And we got a few more games after this. Miami plays the Hawks. The Hawks are in 10th spot right now, so if they beat the Miami Heat, that could help them stay in that 10th or 9th place going forward. So who else? The Bulls and the Knicks play again. Okay, so Bulls, handle your business. Handle your business. Like on that movie, Above the Rim. Handle your business. Okay, I told my age a little bit there, but that's fine. I'm proud of that. Okay, so on April 10th, Miami plays Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks is fighting for position right now, so they should kick the brakes off of the Heat. That would be nice for us. Let's see who else. Atlanta Hawks play the Hornets. They're beneath us, so I really don't care if they win or lose. Actually, losing will probably be better anyway. Um, okay, on the 11th of April, the Boston Celtics and their division rival, the Knicks, play in Boston. I don't want to say it out loud, but the Knicks, I don't want to say, hey, y'all win. No, I'm going to say, Knicks, you need to lose. Lose that game, and lose that game. On the 12th, I believe this is the last game of the season for everybody. Let's see, for everybody? Yeah, for everybody. So, the Brooklyn Nets meet the Knicks at their house. I want them to lose, really, though. Cleveland and the Pacers in Cleveland. Go ahead and beat the brakes off of them, so that'll be great. So, actually, when I'm looking at the schedule, it looks good for us. As long as we keep winning, it really looks good. Miami plays Toronto in Miami. They're probably going to kick the dust off of that arena for real. Man, our schedule is really looking good though, for real. Like, honestly, like, for Joel Embiid to continue to ramp up and to have our players get healthy and come back good, this schedule looks really good. We have 2 over 500 games, which is Miami and Orlando, both Florida games. So the good weather might just, put some fire up under us and drive us into that playoff with the 6th spot. So let's keep that in mind, people. We need that 6th spot. I think that's a good position for us. I don't really feel like the play-in is somewhere we should be. I don't want it. If it happens, it happens, but I don't want it. I think it would be beneficial for us to get that 6th spot and go against the number 3 seed, which was probably going to be Cleveland. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Shout out to Philadelphia 76ers and their fan base. Man, y'all was booing Tobias last night. It was horrible. But you know what? That ain't let him stop him. He still was getting deflections. He still was snatching down rebounds. He still was making great passes. So, get off of him. Let him go. Let him run. Let him do his thing. So hopefully you guys hear from me tomorrow. I'm trying to do some different things with this podcast. I had a lot of downtime to think about it, reflect. So everybody out there, stay healthy. Wash your hands, man. Wash your hands. Man, if y'all just knew, wash your hands. You out here spreading cooties around, high-fiving and handshakes and all these. You better elbow bump, bro. You better shoulder scrub. Boom. Stay healthy, people. Stay healthy. Be kind. And I'll see you on the next one.